set up him and Bane, but also Bane's going to be playing into Silencer, playing into this global presence, playing into Earthshaker.
Yeah, if there's one thing you want to have as your coach when you're getting into these like high stakes games, it's definitely someone who can keep a calm.
That was quick.
head.
Omar first blooding Y. Good start for NGX. Go ahead.
A lot of helms on his offlane heroes.
Yep. Have they used it on Underlord though? I don't think I've.
I don't know how much he's even played this hero this tournament, to be honest.
8-minute power rune is bottom. It's a damage rune as a dead shot does hit, so Planet will be brought down eventually, you would think.
The Troll's gonna get him.
Troll does get the last hit. More supports dying outright though, so we'll see. There are TPs coming. Bach gonna be in the middle of a 20-second fight again. A beautiful Cogs. That means GH can steal it. Mortimer's Kisses is set up pretty nicely. Stone Gaze though comes out from Ghost, and the first to fall is Faith Beyond again. And now look at this, the Nightmare onto the Earthshaker. Looks like Shiro shows up though, and that means NGX will likely want to run away. GH gonna be the recipient of the call down, so it ends up being a 1-for-1. It's a Global Silence finally coming out from Y. He dies shortly after, but this is the
Ghost
bigger
is
kill.
low.
Ghost super low on HP, on mana in this case. Pops the Lotus Zone, staying alive as a result. Jiro already using the Flak Cannon, Noob in the area as well, but nothing to say, kind of running out of steam. Sumail coming in from the south, wants to continue the pressure, but doesn't have too many resources at his disposal, so looks like this might break things up.
That's still very much, once again, mission accomplished for Nigma Galaxy. You trade supports, but you get the wisdom. And again, Echo and Global
Omar
get
is
used.
still here. All right, how long you been there, young man? He will eventually be brought down by Bach. Actually, Shiro in this case, but
That's a
he's
very,
certainly
very
aware.
good read.
This might be 2 smokes in a row kind of waste, although Noob, he popped his ult inside the Pit of Malice though. Reinforcements are going to arrive pretty shortly, but the Global Silence comes out and the Mortimer's Kisses destroy him. But incoming Sumail with the BKB pierce the veil. First to fall is the Snapfire. You can see the Fiend's grip onto the Gyrocopter. Do they have the damage? They have the lockdown. They have everything. This is not even remotely close. And now the Underlord inside of that Nightmare, inside his own Pit of Malice, just getting kited to a high degree. They lose the Lycan to start the fight, but they can
Finish
force...
the job like Rapier or Daedalus.
It's a little surprising going that defensive, but...
If he wants a defensive item, you could make a really good case for Pike here, I think.
GH gonna force out the Fiend's Gate. Nothing to say, blocks off GH, but a nice force step onto the other side. Hook shot from Omar. Looks like they're gonna find the Silencer. Y is dead before he'll be able to get off Global Silence. Attempting to go through his own gate. Bach, not gonna happen. Pops the Crimson, dies right after. Just feels like there is no opening for TIDEBOUND.
If they want to take
here for NGX. What can TIDEBOUND do? Earthshaker down for 30 seconds. He has buyback and Echo Slam, but you might have to just concede an entire lane here.
This is so difficult for Shiro to contest the Dusa with all the backup sitting behind.
Yep, Crimson is popped, so that's gonna prevent some damage coming out from the Medusa, but eventually it'll wear out. 10 seconds away from nothing to say, getting back in the game. But still, Ghost literally all alone on the high ground, and they can't do anything against him. Shiro already at half HP. They have to force the fortification. Is there going to be a reset from NGX? Or do they just continue? You can see the Alpha Wolf on the back line. Yeah, this is just a full lane. And now the BKB being delivered soon on the Medusa. Still 2.5 minutes on.
That's been a rare sight in this tournament, that a team has been destroyed this hard, this early, and been unable to find at least some sort of rebuttal. It's just been nothing.
And this is going to be a tier 3, still 1.5 minutes on the Aegis, so Ghost and company will certainly push the envelope to try to get this second lane. Will TIDEBOUND try to do something, or will this just be another free set of barracks? That's going to be the last fortification for quite a while on TIDEBOUND's side, is the 27k lead for NGX.
There's still a full minute on this Aegis,
And once this Aegis is out, that BKB just takes its place. And this is a second lane for NGX. Uncontested as TIDEBOUND. I mean, is there a power spike incoming? Looks like they're going to smoke up and try to surprise them. I doubt they want to go for the Medusa first. She's going to be spotted. Try to wrap around to their own triangle potentially. Sumail could be a good target. With the smoke on the other side for NGX, Omar's going to pop in. Overclock in place, into the hook shot. The Silencer stuck in place. We'll be able to get off the Global Silence. No! The Silencer dead right off the bat. And you can see, nothing to say does kill off Omar, but now he's going to get chased by Noob as Shiro full grip on the sideline. Lots of right-click damage from Noob as the GGs come out. NGX just absolutely absolutely stomped TIDEBOUND in game 1.
Wow, that was not even remotely close. And we were talking about this at the beginning of the game. Who is going to bounce back best from their loss?
Yeah, but what if the egg is the carry right now? Because you can't kill the egg.
Yeah, I'd say Faceless Void is an ultra carry for sure.
It's the bill.
Indeed, it feels like it comes back every single TI one way or another. The question is, will it be effective for TIDEBOUND? As already we're getting action planted inside of the cogs. That is first blood for GH. Feels like we've seen this before.
Yep.
3 of the same 5 heroes from last game for NGX.
There are in this tournament.
Arena comes out with the reinforcements as well. Shiro's in a bit of trouble. Gets silenced thanks to the calling. Sumail showing up.
Oh, the re-silence
there. And Y looks to be next on the list for NGX. They're going to be able to get 2 kills here. Now, obviously, the big one onto Shiro.
That was really nice. He's going to find impact. In the last game on Shaker, he was really struggling. Oh, hang on. Might have to wait with that. GH might just get chronoed here.
Shiro shows up, and actually it's a chrono onto 2, so Noob can't do too much. That's going to be a freebie for TIDEBOUND.
Okay.
Actually, a Burrow Strike finding Omar in the meantime. Gets off the cogs up. The calling comes out with the Pierce the Veil. It's going to be a lot of damage applied. A hook shot onto the top side as Y gets stunned out, but nothing to say is the big kill for NGX. So far, a 1-for-1. As TIDEBOUND now on the run. Arena is up, and Noob traps 2 members of TIDEBOUND inside. They're going to be able to get the Tombstone along with the Bane, but Bach trying to go on top of Sumail. The Inkswell doing so much damage. Nice cog, though, separating him from the fight. Sumail now in a fight versus Shiro as the Stone Gaze comes out from Ghost at the last moment with the spear to follow. Huge kills from NGX. They save Sumail, and they get the core
not
kills.
Exactly a great counter when Medusa is ahead by even a slight amount.
Oh, hook shot from Omar. Bach gets silenced as well. They're going to use the arena, but the spear misses. They're going to take out the tower in turn, and they might just back away as Bach is going to get reinforcements now. TP via the Bane, but here comes the epicenter from nothing to say. A lot of damage applied as GH will drop to the deck, and now Sumail slowed to a crawl.
Oh, that's
Soulbind, a double grip to follow, and TIDEBOUND have finally woken up in this series. Double kill
Not
for
Rich.
No,
he's getting it first item.
Nightmare set up from Y. There's nothing to say with the Inkswell. This is going to bring GH down. As Ghost does show up. Looks like they're going to be able to get the kill onto the Bane as here comes the rest of NGX to easily take out nothing to say. A good response after their Phoenix.
Perhaps you can solve him in the late game.
Oh, this would be a huge kill if they can find Noob. Gets silenced to start things out. He's second net worth in the game, by the way. Really good start for him. Shiro jumps in, though, with the Chronosphere. Sunray is there, and that's going to dissuade TIDEBOUND from going any further. Epicenter combo, though, onto GX, but he gets the egg at the last moment. Can they kill the egg? The Mars Arena is playing.
Oh, the Yule!
They get the Yules as well.
Oh,
the egg stops. GH is alive as a result. Nobody has died as well. Burrow Strike finds the Medusa. Inkswell onto nothing to say, but he's going to get hookshot now, and now he's going to surely drop to the deck. 1 down for TIDEBOUND. GH, Sunray, right on top of Bane with the spear to follow and the dead shot. That is going to be 2 kills.
Damn.
Ghost, but eventually with the help of that siege creep, they get the tier 3 tower. TIDEBOUND. Bach is going to pop his ult with the Tombstone placed pretty far away as well. Pipe is activated though, as the Medusa getting pretty low on mana, but this is just life number 1 regardless. Stone Gaze already used as well. Now Noob coming in with the arena onto 3 heroes, gets the spear onto Bach with the dead shot to follow. That is a dead undying. Nothing to say, gets hookshot from out of nowhere by Omar as these heroes are just dropping like flies for TIDEBOUND. And this is surely going to be a set of racks, if not more. There are 2 buybacks still available, but a spear finding the Grimstroke planet dead. NGX dominating again in this game too.
I mean, this might be Noob's best game of the tournament.
Absolutely.
He has missed 1 spear, and everything else has just been absolutely pristine precision on all his spellcasting, decision-making, itemization. He crushed his lane. He's had some haters out there telling him he doesn't belong. I'm pretty sure he's making a case in this game for why he's here. Can't really put a finger on his or Nigma Galaxy's play today, just crushing the opposition. This is not even close.
No.
We thought this series could get interesting, maybe 3 games, you know, maybe long games, in which Nigma Galaxy has had a history of struggling. Well, the great solution to throwing late game is just don't get there.
What
just win
did they
both games
eat?
in 30 minutes.
What did they eat for breakfast? They need to replicate this for sure. Pipe activated.
You don't know Asterix and Obelix?
No,
Okay, that's fine.
nothing to say. Gonna try to defend the high ground as NGX going without the Aegis, by the way, as the Tombstone is just easily gonna be cleaned up by Ghost. This is gonna be last-ditch effort. TIDEBOUND need to defend, need to delay. They're gonna smoke to try to get a good initiation. There's the Inkswell with the epicenter from Nothing to Say, the Soulbind to follow. Shiro has the Chronosphere at the ready, but the Stonegaze is doing absolute work for Ghost. Finally comes off the Chrono, but the Egg with the beautiful Sunray placement, and TIDEBOUND have basically nothing left in the tank. They are dropping hard as Shiro trying to time walk away. He'll get it. No! Triple kill for Sumail as one last dead shot for the road. Buybacks now fully expended on the TIDEBOUND side, as Bach just getting tied to a high degree by Ghost, who's still fighting despite not having Aegis and no mana to speak of, as Noob brings Bach down and likely out for the rest of this tournament. GG is called as NGX 2-0 and continue their run here at TI.
Wow. You could have told me earlier today that Nigma Galaxy might be leveling up after their